There's a whole lot of something going on in the swamp. Yes, another episode of Swamp Thing titled The Price You Pay. The rest of the details of the town of, what is it? Mira? Something? Avery, of course, is still evil. And trying to keep a clamp down on all his dirty dealings. And then the reporter friend of Abby, who was sticking her nose into stuff, and he tries to rough up, or he leans on her dad, and then he tries to threaten her with some thugs, and she doesn't put up with it. And Daniel shows up, Daniel Cassidy, to help her out, ends up getting hit in the back of the head and put in a coma, and was probably going to die in the hospital. But then Jason Woodrow decided to do some experimenting on him and brought him out of the coma, and he's I've achieved cellular regeneration and all this stuff. But there seems to be some bizarre side effects, which probably is because, well, we already know Daniel is somehow cursed, and we get to see some flashbacks while he's laying in bed dreaming back to when he was on a movie set, and apparently he made some deal with some sinister figure, and so now he's cursed and whatnot. So he feels like he's on fire all the time with whatever it was that Woodrow injected him with, and he goes to confront Woodrow, and Woodrow's wife ends up having to knock him out before Avery shows up and nearly blows him away with a shotgun, and he's back in the hospital. And then Madame Xanadu makes a visit to help him out, apparently, but eventually, well, I think we can see where this is going. He's going to end up either in the suit, or for a second there I thought they were going to show him transform into the Blue Devil, but it might come to pass that he needs the suit to not feel like he's on fire all the time. Maybe that's how they're going to do it. I don't know, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and give us the Blue Devil, hopefully before the series is over, because as we know, we're not getting a second season. So it goes along. You got this sort of dark soap opera going on in the swamp, and that's more of what it is. It's called Swamp Thing, but Swamp Thing he's just one of the other characters. And, so the leads are him and Abby, but for the most part, everybody else has their own story going along. And we learn that Matt Cable's been corrupted, and Mommy's all upset. But he's upset with Mommy because he knows he's been having an affair with Avery Sunderland while he's been doing dirty work for Avery Sunderland. And I'm guessing they'll probably reveal that Avery's actually his father. So you got that going for you. And all this stuff going on. Is anyone good in town? Well, I guess Abby and her friend are, and of course Swamp Thing. But that's probably it, yeah. So, still there wasn't any other appearance by the Stranger. I was kind of hoping they'd show him in his true form as the Phantom Stranger, but no such luck there. So, I guess this would pass as sort of a filler episode for Swamp Thing, but not really, because the series presents itself, as I said, a dark soap opera. So, they're going along, and you pretty much got everyone established as who and what they are and where it's going to go, and it just seems poor Cassidy is doomed no matter what he does, and he's going to end up becoming a blue monster, while we have Alec Holland, or Izzy, as the green monster. And so the Swamp Thing's still trying to figure out what to do. Meanwhile, a band of hunters tried to capture the Swamp Thing and have their asses handed to them. It's actually pretty good the way they do it. It goes by too quickly, I guess. But Swamp Thing teaches them a lesson, and they're sent screaming back to the hospital. It's kind of funny how it goes. But so all in all, a good episode for a series that I was kind of let down by, but this is more in the keeping with the previous one. I don't see that it advanced or something like, wow, man, this really blew me away. There's nothing like that. But it's going along with his story. It's just, it's kind of sad, because I thought, well, it seems to have some potential, but I know it's not going to go anywhere. If it was, we'll never see it, because, it's been canceled already. So it ends with the Swamp Thing finds a new means by which to communicate with Abby. This flower grows out of his hand and releases some sort of pollen or what have you. And so he and Abby are able to hallucinate and see him as Alec Holland. So there you go. That's how it is. So I guess they'll have a little chat in the next episode in this weird acid trip that they're having. But anyway, so it all continues on. Yes, a dark swamp. Everything takes place at night in this show. Because, well, once the lights come on, you see it's not that spooky. So there you go. Moving right along, and hopefully, at this point I want to see the Blue Devil. I'm hoping that they went ahead and did it, and at least we'll get that for Swamp Thing. There we go. That's about it. I mean, there's really nothing. I can't say that it like I was let down by the first 2 episodes, but it does get better as it goes. But I can't say that this one improved on the last one. I say it's about the same, but I don't know that I don't know what. Like I said, the decision made to cancel it had to have been for other reasons, not just that it wasn't that great of a show. But I think the decision to cancel it happened even before the first episode went out. So it's not like you have enough there to make a full judgment on the quality of the series in total of this season, because I hadn't seen it yet. At least, of course, the Warner Brothers people had, but for whatever reason they didn't like it. Then there's all the stories about what the tax deal for where the location where they were shooting it and all that. It fell through or something like that. But geez Louise, seems like you could have scrapped together a different location or something like that. I don't know, and right around it, but whatever. Because Swamp Thing actually, he can travel to other swamps. He's new at this. He doesn't realize he can do that yet, but he doesn't just stay in Louisiana all the time. So there you go. And plus, he's connected to the green, and that means the green of the earth and all that sort of stuff. Once the Phantom Stranger explains it to him, I guess, he'll understand just how significant and important he is. Oh, well, not going to have time for that because, again, it's been canceled. So, anyway, the price you pay, Swamp Thing. Say, thanks for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe? Yeah, sure, that would be nice. And check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you.